Hi, this is part number 2 of Nicole Lynn Mansfield's videos. Okay, so the FBI visited Thursday, May 30th, 2013 in the evening to the family, to the Mansfield family. And that's when they were informed that their daughter could possibly be dead. And they were just waiting for the State Department to tell them. And then it says that on the New York Daily News, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes that I've taken about 2 hours to collect because each like website says different things. I'm gonna post the links that I have for you. The New York Daily News says it's unclear when the deaths occurred, but they were killed in Idlib. Um, it was 2 from UK, and it was a confrontation. I read somewhere that in the Daily News that they were just scouting out something, and that basically someone threw a grenade, and that's what made the Syrians kill them. However, when I was looking at the pictures of the car, I have looked at different pictures of the car, and the car looks like it was on fire. And it doesn't really look like anybody got out of the car, but it seems like whenever I'm reading the article, it seems like someone was outside of the car. And it also seems like the picture where the grenades were, they look like toy grenades, not real grenades. So I don't know if they just set the grenades up. They like got toy grenades instead. They didn't want to give them, the reporters real grenades or what it was. But, so there's that. And, so this is really, it's really, the Idlib had been taken back, I think, 3 days prior. Um, and from the rebels. And the rebels are the Syrian people too. They're not just like Al Qaeda or anything like that. They are the Syrian people. Women, children, men, all of them. Not just Al Qaeda or some weird group of people, not some terrorist group. They're humans. Just like with what happened in the quote unquote Arab Spring. When in Yemen, if someone had went over and helped them, they would have been called a terrorist there. If someone had went over to help them. Many people died, but no one went to help. So this woman, if she went to help, who knows why she was there? Who knows? But let's dig deeper. So, I was looking, and it says that I was looking at heavy.com, and that's where I found that Idlib had recently been taken back by the Assad regime, and it says our government has not called her a terrorist. The Assad regime, or the Syrian government, is the ones that are calling her a terrorist. So if our government are not calling her terrorist, who are you to call her a terrorist? Tell me that. Who are you to call her a terrorist? When Assad is using chemical warfare, he's using all of these other things. I mean, let's go over some of the things that Assad is doing. I have them right here. He's using chemical warfare. There's videos of chemical warfare. Google them. Russia's sending missiles to them. The only reason the United States hasn't stepped in is because of Russia. They're trying to they're trying to have a peace treaty in June, like a peace meeting, sorry, not peace treaty, but a peace meeting in June. Russia's sending missiles over there, but everyone's begging them not to. John McCain went over to meet with the rebels. Do you think if they were with Al Qaeda that he would have went over to meet with the rebels? Come on, people. Are you serious? Then you have Obama. Obama's demanding Assad to leave his power. He's demanding it. And then you have the European Union foreign minister. They're trying to figure out whether or not they're going to send, weapons to the rebels. I mean, the rebels are men, women, and children. Have you looked at them? Have you seen them? They're men, women, and children. What if that was going on here in America? Oh, but no, you would never think of that. I'm in America. If that was me, what if it was me or you? Wouldn't you want someone else to come and help you? Whether it be an American or a in Germany, someone from Germany or someone from France or whoever it is, wouldn't you want someone to help you? Wouldn't you? I mean, it's all here. It's our government isn't even calling her a terrorist. It's like, and then you have here where her daughter, Triana Mansfield, says that she spoke to her mother about, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks prior. And she said she would be home in a week. Okay? She said she'd be home in a week. So fine. They were happy. And then what happens next? She calls a week later. Then she says she lost her ID. So, I'm sorry, but you, there's either a message in that, there's something going on. There was something going on. Seriously. And you people really should look at that instead of sitting there and calling her a terrorist or this Islamic cunt or this, that, oh, you, the scumbag or this or that. Really? Because just because she was a Muslim didn't mean anything. You want me to read to you something? This is something that a rebel fighter said about her. Nicole Mansfield, age 33. She got her GED. She lived in Flint, Michigan. She worked in healthcare for 10 years. This was from Mel Online. I'll put all the links in the bottom so that you can get, all the resources. A rebel fighter said she wasn't a terrorist. He didn't want to give his name. But she was helping to plan operations against opposing forces and nursing wounded fighters. I did summarize some of it. He said the American sister Nicole is a brilliant woman. She was an instructor for our movement, and she gave training to other women who wanted to help. When she died, she was on a mission planning and studying the military geographic of an army base. Now, first of all, what was the sister doing going to an army base? I'll leave you to ponder that. And I'll leave a couple of other things for you to ponder. How did ID end up with her? Because she wouldn't lie. And I know she wouldn't. Watch part 1. I'm not kidding. This is serious. This is a life. This is a family. A family that you guys, you don't even care about. You just see a Muslim woman and you're like, terrorist, terrorist, terrorist. Stop and look. It's a human being. Have a heart. Not everyone is a terrorist. Some people actually like to help people. And maybe she was there to help the women, but that doesn't make her a terrorist. That just means she wanted to help people. And I wouldn't look down upon her for that. Because guess what? They're trying. They're trying to go to Geneva to have a peace conference. So obviously they see that something's wrong. Wouldn't you say so? Or am I wrong? It's been going on for 2 years, people. 2 years. Someone needs to step in. Someone. Oh, but no, Russia says no, so no one's gonna step in. Russia says no. So everybody's so scared. But guess what? This sister, there was something wrong with this. Because for one, she didn't have the money to get there. 2, she wouldn't have lied about losing her ID. That was a message. That was something that should have been noticed. And no one is paying attention. Everyone is just like, she's just a terrorist. And I bet you could look at me and say, oh, you're just a terrorist too. Without even knowing me. Without even knowing anything about me. She worked in healthcare for 10 years. Healthcare for 10 years. Who in their right mind could work in healthcare and not like people? I really need to get it through to you guys. Take a deeper look. Demand a deeper look. Because if you don't, there's a daughter involved in this. There's a family involved in this. And yes, there are messed up people that call themselves Muslims. But not all of us are that way, okay? So don't generalize. Because it hurts. It hurts bad. And I'm not a messed up Muslim. I wouldn't hurt anyone, and neither would she. Just take a minute to recognize that maybe she didn't do anything wrong. That maybe someone else did something wrong to her. That maybe she was tricked. You ever think of that? In my next video, I'll be giving you some of my other ideas. This is number 2.